Hi everybody, today we're taking a look at the Yealink DECT wireless headsets. I have the WH62 and WH63 headsets here. We're going to do a review on them. We're going to show how to use them, what they can connect to, what you need, and what you need to be aware of. And then we'll do a quick mic test and we'll show off the range capabilities. Before we get started, I want to give a quick shout out to a local installer here in the Metro Detroit area, Steve from 800 Mr. Cable. He dropped off this shirt for me and I just wanted to give a shout out for him. So if you need an installer to come out on site and you're in the Metro Detroit area, consider giving Steve a call. He's got lots of experience. Or if you want to find an installer in your area, you can go to phoneinstallers.net and search for someone in your area. And it's one of the largest databases in the nation of phone installers, and a lot of them deal with data also. So these headsets have two micro USB ports on the bottom of the base. One is to connect to your PC and the other is to connect to your phone. And if you're connecting it to your PC, they're compatible with leading soft phones like Bria, Zoom, Teams. If you get the Teams version, it comes with the Teams button in the middle here. So if you're connecting it to a phone, right out of the box, it can connect to a USB port on phones that support headsets on a USB port. So that includes the Yealink T40 series, T50 series, some of the Poly VVX phones. All of the Poly CCX phones have USB ports. So right off the bat there, you have a lot of options. Now, if you're connecting it to a phone that doesn't have a USB port on it, there are other options. You can get an EHS adapter, and then depending on the phone that you have, that will determine which type of EHS adapter that you'll need. The phones that these are compatible with currently are the Yealink phones, of course, Poly VVX, Avaya, the Mitel 6900 phones. So like I said, the type of phone that you have will determine which EHS adapter that you'll need. And I won't get into detail on that in this video. We'll cover some of those in separate videos as well. So I'm going to be doing a more in-depth video where I show connecting these headsets to a Mac. And I'll do more videos where I show connecting these headsets to desk phones. If you want to be notified of those videos, make sure to subscribe to our channel. And if this video was helpful, do us a favor and tap the like button. So here's the catch. Here's what you really need to know. If you're going to be using these with a desk phone, you're going to need the EHS adapter. And Yealink made headsets that originally were not compatible with the EHS adapters. So if you buy a headset, you want to make sure that you're getting one that says EHS 60 or EHS 60/61 compatible. That'll be on the outside of the box and on the bottom of the base. I'll show you a close-up here. The WH62 comes in a single and dual version of the headset. So if you really like to zone out on conversations, the dual headset is going to be for you. Or if you like listening to music on your computer, I found the music quality to be very good in the headset. Like I said, these headsets use DECT, which is 1.9 gigahertz frequency band, and so that means that you're not going to have the interference from Bluetooth or Wi-Fi or microwaves, which all is in the general 2.4 gigahertz frequency. So let's take a closer look at these headsets. The WH63 is convertible. Slides on your headband like this and you just turn it. But this can also be worn over the ear. You've got your talk button in the middle, mute button on the back here, and then the volume control, you just slide your finger down the microphone boom here to turn it down and up to turn the volume up. And I found it sensitive enough to be able to adjust the volume without having any trouble at all, and it wasn't too sensitive, it was just right. On the base, so you have the phone button over here and the computer button over here. You can press these buttons to switch back and forth between the two. The middle button is going to be either your Teams button or your virtual assistant button if you don't have the Teams version. Taking a look at the WH63, I find it very aesthetically pleasing to sit on the desk. It's a different look for sure. So the microphone boom will mute automatically when you have it upright, and then unmute when you push it down. The headband has soft cushion and is adjustable, and of course soft cushion on the earpieces. Talk button is in the middle, volume buttons are on the top and bottom, and the mute button is on the back of the earpiece. And at 19 grams I found the WH63 is very light, and both the headsets were very light and comfortable on my head though. Okay, so I've got my audio switched over to my headset. I've got the WH62 headset on right now, and I have it connected to my MacBook Pro here. And just so you guys know, the MacBook Pro has USB-C ports now. They're all USB-C ports. And you'll probably run into this on other computers, especially more going forward. So what I did was, because the WH62 and WH63 headsets, they come with a cable that is USB-C on the side where the base is, and the other side of that is USB-A. So I just went ahead and got myself a little adapter here just to convert from USB-A to USB-C. So we're going to take a little field trip here, a little walk through my warehouse, and check out the noise canceling feature and also the range for you guys. There's Angie in the refurb department. Now the WH62 can have up to 13 hours of talk time if you have the single earpiece, and up to 14 hours of talk time if you get the dual earpiece. Get a little bit extra talk time there if you go with the dual earpiece. And then there's the WH63 headset that can have up to 8 hours of talk time. Now these headsets do have two microphones. One's obviously for picking up your voice, and the other one's for picking up the background noise and filtering that out. So for the range on these headsets, the WH62 has 160 meters of range, and the WH63 has 120 meters of range. Let's keep on going. Let's see if we can go a little bit further here. So I want to check and see how far back I can go with this headset. We really want to check and push the limits of the headset here. And hopefully you guys are still hearing me. I think you should be still hearing me at this point. All right. I'm going to see if I can go back a little bit further here. I think this might be the point where we're actually reaching the limit of the headset. But yeah, because we're pretty far out here in the second warehouse in my building. All right, let's go back a little bit further. And I'm really interested to see where exactly this ends. Yeah, I think this is probably the point where we've reached our end. This is the Yealink WH63 headset that I have on, and Yealink says you can get up to 100 of these headsets in the same area. Now, this of course is going to depend on your area, like how many other DECT devices that you have in your area, but that's what the limitation is of the DECT frequency band. And just a reminder, the WH62 headset gives you up to 13 hours with the mono headset and up to 14 hours with the dual headset. And this WH63 headset can give you up to 8 hours of talk time. And both headsets can charge in just 2.5 hours. And again, this WH63 gives you 120 meters of range, and the WH62 gives you 160 meters of range. And we have people in the area, this is a warehouse, people are working, carts are going by, people are packing things. So hopefully this gives you a good demonstration of what the audio noise canceling sounds like. These microphones have these headsets have two microphones built in, one for picking up your voice and the other one for picking up those background noises and just filtering those background noises out. So hopefully that gives you a good demonstration. Okay, back on the WH63 headset, trying to find out the range of the WH63 headset here. And I think this one, like I said, this one is 100 meters, so this one's going to be a lot shorter than the other one. So I think, probably around here is where I'm guessing this is going to end. So in conclusion, I think both of these are really good headsets, but if I had to choose one, I would say the winner would be the WH62 headset. Reason being, you get the additional range and the audio sounds a little bit better. But one thing I wish it had was the battery indicator like the WH63 headset has on the front of the base. I wish they would have put something like that on the WH62 as well. Other than that, really good headset. I also found out that you can power these headsets with a USB port on your computer. But I didn't find anything in the documentation about that, so I called my Yealink representative, and he said you don't want to rely on USB port power because they found USB port power to be a little bit unstable in general. And these headsets need stable power. So for best results, make sure you're using the power supply that came with it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.